Redevelopment is really resuscitation. It goes to those places in our communities, large and small, that have seen decline and have not enjoyed investment. As suburban growth gobbled up all of the money and all the retail expansion occurred outside the core of our communities, there was decline. Redevelopment provides money and methods and incentives to bring that investment back and to get back to the advantage of walkable places and connectivity where the neighborhood blends to the downtown and you can live and work and play, as they say, all within a confined nucleus without an automobile to get you around. In Florida, that's a remarkable thing. We've got 158 districts in this state, and they're all trying to do the same thing. That's make downtown vital and strong and active. And now they're no longer sustainable because everyone feels trapped because they don't have all the other elements of a community. They're in a sterile, relatively isolated environment, and people are now literally, those with money in particular and educational attainment, are looking to move back to the core. They want to be near the restaurants and the museums and the theaters and have some transportation connectivity. So actually our worry as planners, because I am a planner by vocation, is what will we do at those places as these people get too old to drive and they're trapped and their kids are gone and they've got a 5-bedroom house with a $2,000 utility bill. What the heck do you do with it? That's a lot of houses to turn into group homes. So we're not sure, but as a planner, my concern is no longer with the urban cores or downtowns. It is what will we do with all this suburban stuff that's no longer sustainable. It covers all aspects of life, and a healthy, robust, vibrant community is something we all want. And to feel the sense of my town. How can you feel the sense of my town out in a gated community on the edge of the, you don't. And that interaction and mingling between classes, races, cultures, age groups that happens in an urban environment just doesn't happen anywhere else. So it has been our past and it will be our future to have vital downtown areas, and redevelopment strategies is how we're making that happen. Ironically, density does not mean stupid. Density means bringing those things together that we all need in life. I remember when I was a kid, I always wanted to live over the corner store because I didn't like having to walk 5 blocks to get a loaf of bread for Mom. I've, since childhood, had this feeling, and I had the privilege of growing up in downtown Atlanta when it was really a neighborhood. And I've carried that with me through my career. It has to be a place that has fulfillment in so many areas: culture, education, recreation, all have to come together. And that can only happen in an urbanized place where density exists. Also, transportation is becoming more and more important. When gas gets to $4 and $5 and $6 and $8 a gallon, and it will, transportation is a vital thing. And we have the core nucleus structural elements for transit in those urbanized centers that we don't have out in the suburbs. And again, the challenge will be, how do we get the service to bring those folks to the things they need in the urban cores through transit? So. Redevelopment planning at its core starts with community participation. It's a citizens-driven initiative to create the plan, and everything in the plan, once it's adopted, has to be, all the funds have to go into those strategies. So when I'm taking something out of my redevelopment plan and putting it into play, I'm taking something that the citizens brought to us as a need, we defined and we adopted a strategy to take care of or address that issue. So when we're delivering our program activities as a redevelopment agency, we're really satisfying known local need that came from the ratepayers. The taxpayers are the ones who own those communities. They will be there forever. I'm temporary. I move through. So to capture their vision and capture their needs and to be able to deliver a satisfaction to those needs is really rewarding for the community as well as for me as a staff person. Whether it's downtown Miami or downtown Pahokee, these programs are effective in making communities stronger, healthier, and literally more comfortable. More shade, more beautiful spaces. We do public art. We don't just build streets and sewers and infrastructure. We dress up the corridors. We do public facilities. We do all sorts of things besides co-invest with private developers to renovate or build stores and restaurants. There are all these other things we do to make green space happen, to literally bring shade to the corridor, which Florida certainly needs. So we're into everything and we have fun doing it.